Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Fan, and we are so excited to introduce you to some of the fans behind your favorite fan accounts.
Hey, I'm Diana. I am a big fan of Shawn Mendes. I'm the fan behind the account Great Shawn Mendes, and I'm from the United States. I've always known about him from like MagCon days or whatever, but then when I really started getting into him, I was watching TV and he was on Disney Channel, I think, as like the next big thing. I think that's what it's called. I kind of got into him more and I became like a proper fan, but then a couple years back, maybe like around the time Illuminate came out, which is I think 2016, I like really got into him and then I started the account. If you asked me my favorite song of all time, it would be There's Nothing Holding Me Back, which I know is a single and people might be like, oh my God, don't be basic, but I just really love the song. And like, no matter whatever's happening, I will just put it on and it's just like, kind of takes me back, you know, I just really love the song. I think the third album just really, it was his first time really experimenting, and it's just like whatever type of song you're looking for, like if you want a soft type song, you'll just like find Perfectly Wrong, or if you want to like really like dance it up, you'll have like Nervous. It's just whatever you're looking for will be on the album, and it's just masterpiece from the first to the last track. Recently I saw him when he came to Austin in March, like one of the first concerts after COVID, and it was great because the venue was small. So usually when you go to like his big tours, it's like the arena or even stadium if you're like in Canada, and it's just like you don't really get to be it's not as intimate. Like I love it when I post something and then everybody in the comments is super like they love it, or if they think it's really funny or whatever. I just loved the whole community aspect of it. Definitely, like the whole fan account community is really like great to be a part of, and everybody will just DM you even if they don't own it, like just random, like just other fans. It doesn't have to be like other fan account people. It's really great when they just slide in the DMs. I'm like, hey, I'm like, what's up? Shawn, obviously, Taylor Swift, and then I'm not gonna consider it cheating. They're a band, so I'm gonna say One Direction. It's fine, you know. Let's pretend like they're together. I want to say Taylor again because he did the Lover song with her, but I want like a proper like real like new song from him, not one where she already had released it or he released it. I just really love their voices together. See, my best friend would tell you it's about like a big part of it is being with the other fans. Like she'll show up to the venue like 12 hours early just so she could sit there with everybody else. And I think that's a big part of it, just like having the whole, everybody else knows the lyrics and everybody else is a big fan. Because when you're like anywhere else and you're like, yeah, I'm a big fan of like blah blah, Shawn Mendes, whoever, they'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard of him, I'm pretty better or whatever. But it's like they don't really understand you. Then when you go to like the concerts where everybody else is also, especially like in the front of the line where like people are dedicated enough to get there early, everybody like really knows what you're talking about. I met him. That would be like my favorite story. I don't know, it's not that crazy. A lot of people meet him, but that was kind of my favorite thing that like ever happened. It's like I couldn't like really process it for a little bit. And then it's happened several times where people will DM me and they'll be like, I had no idea who Shawn Mendes was, and then I like saw your account and now I'm a big fan. That kind of really like, I love it when that happens. And also like I've had a few like, with the account, I've had a few like famous people like things or follow like me. when he came to Austin, I was at a like smoothie shop near campus. I was going to study, right? And I walked in to study, and he was sitting there, and I just kind of like stopped. So then like he kind of looked at me, and then I kind of looked at him, and I bet he was probably like, "Did she recognize me?" And then I didn't even go straight up to him. I sat down on like the tables, and I was just like, "Oh my god." Because like I didn't want to like bother him or whatever. So then he got the like they called his name out, and he was like walking out the door, and he was literally sitting like 2 seats from me because it was like a bar. As he was like walking by me, I was like, "Oh wait, actually," I was like, "Oh, I came to your show." Like I talked to him for a bit, and I asked him for a photo, obviously, and I told him something about like the account that I run or whatever, and like it was great. For like everybody that like follows me, thank you for like being there. Like it's been a really cool few years, and you know, we're really growing. We're almost at 50,000 followers, so kind of crazy to think about. So thank you to everybody. And also, if you think you'll never meet Shawn, you never know, it might happen just walking into your favorite smoothie shop.